They're the team we thought they'd be at the beginning of the season. I think they're finally playing up to their potential. You're starting to see guys look more like we expected them to look. And really the exciting and best part of this whole thing is they're doing it without Mitch Haniger. They're doing it without Ty France. They're doing it without Kyle Lewis. They're doing it in spots without J.P. Crawford serving his suspension. Now Jesse Winker serving his. So, and they just beat a good team on the road in San Diego. That wasn't the Oakland A's who quit before the season. So I think you're seeing a team living up to their potential.
What do you think about this Julio kid?
I think he might have a future. I think he seems pretty good. It's exciting and it's fun to watch what you feel like is a star in the making. I mean, to see somebody come in with that level of expectation and spotlight on him, and the ceiling is unlimited, and this guy's got all the tools. He can be a superstar, and we just went through Kelnick, and we just went through somebody with all this promise and potential, and saw them really struggle. They've been sent down multiple times. He's still down in AAA. So I think you kind of braced yourself for Julio, like, okay, he's 21. Maybe he's going to come up and struggle a bit. Maybe he gets sent down and comes back, and it'll be a much longer process. Now you just expect, and now I have an expectation. I kept saying all season, like, he's 21. He's in his first season. You can't lean on him. You love what you get, but when things go wrong, I'm not going to get mad at him. He's a kid. It's his first season. I'm still not going to get mad at him, but I've developed an expectation now. I just expect that he's going to come through, that he's going to have a hit every game, which is not realistic, but that's how well he's played, to where I've just sort of removed that he's 21 and in his first season. I just expect that he's going to be great because he's been that great.
Mariners have won 19 straight games in which they've scored at least 4 runs. Is this the kind of pitching that you expected out of them?
I thought the rotation would be better. I liked it better going, because if you think about it, and when we talked about this and have talked about it a lot, their rotation got trashed right in the beginning of the year, last year. You lost Paxton after 24 pitches. Dunn got hurt. Sheffield got hurt. Marco got hurt. Flexen was your best pitcher in your rotation, your most consistent pitcher. Gilbert was in his rookie year, very up and down. So you come into this year with a healthy Marco, you bring in the Cy Young Award winner and Robbie Ray, you can bring Flexen back, and then you've got young guys in there. So it just felt like it was a sturdier rotation, and they've been fantastic. Even when we've talked about, you hear Scott Service after a game, Gilbert wasn't as sharp as we've seen him, or Robbie or whoever wasn't as sharp. They're still giving you a quality start. They're still going 6 innings and giving up 3 runs or less, even on nights where we're looking and going, wasn't the sharpest outing. They're still keeping the team in the game. When's the last time you saw somebody go out there and really get their tail kicked? To throw up a true dud, it just has not happened much this year. The rotation has been outstanding.
Was the brawl a good thing?
I don't know. I think things like that can be galvanizing. They can be a bonding moment, but I don't know if the team needed bonding. I think it's been a good clubhouse. I think there's a lot of chemistry. These guys love each other. Maybe it helped with Service being out there on the bottom of that pile. Guys seeing, hey, our guy's literally going to the mat for us. So, maybe it provided a different sense of urgency for some guys. It's certainly not good in the way of suspensions, losing J.P. Crawford for games, losing Jesse Winker for games, and we'll see what happens with Julio. But maybe just in terms of the message sent by Scott's involvement in it, and Winker, a new guy, who endeared himself to a fan base that was getting a little frustrated with a guy that came over as an all-star and had a lot of expectations and hasn't lived up to them. And it seemed like that moment, him saying, well, I'll just take on the whole dugout. Yeah, I think Mariner fans, you saw the reception he got when he got back. I think that went a long way to help him specifically.
So you and I have a shared appreciation of Mariners great Endy Chavez.
I like that you call him Mariners great.
You gonna argue with it?
No, I love Endy.
Are you developing any Endy Chavez-like appreciation for Mariners right now?
Yeah, I think you and I talked right before this, and we were kind of going through the roster, and you threw out, there's a guy on here that's very much that guy, and I'm going, well, there's Dylan Moore, and there's Abraham Sam Haggerty. It's Sam Haggerty. Maybe the fastest, he says he's the fastest guy on the team. Maybe he is. He says it's between him and Julio. Plays very good defense, has come up with some timely hits. It's a home run yesterday. He just seems to be a guy, and that's what made Endy so fun. And people would get confused, like I was saying, or you were saying, he's an all-star, he should be an everyday. No, he was just the perfect guy to have on the roster because you could plug him in. He played great defense and just had a knack for coming up with a crucial hit in a crucial moment. Didn't mean he was hitting 350 for the year, but he just had that knack for coming up big when you desperately needed him to. And so far, Sam Haggerty seems to have been that guy. He's taken advantage of his opportunities, and I don't know what he looks like if he's an everyday player, but man, he just seems to do well wherever you put him. He's a plus, whether it's at the plate or out in the field or in the infield. I like the guy a lot.
Which Mariners are you personally sending to the All-Star game?
I would, obviously it would be Ty France. I mean, we'll see how the time missed, how much time he misses before the game and if that impacts him, but he's been the Mariners All-Star. And then Julio, I was looking through all the numbers last night, how he compares to other American League outfielders, and he trails in a lot of categories. It's a pretty deep list of outfielders with more home runs or a higher on-base percentage or, what have you. But man, you're talking about maybe the brightest young star in the game right now. And nationally, it's nothing but good for him to be a part of that. I mean, he's played extremely well. Is he playing better than 6 other guys that should be out there or whatever the number's going to be? I don't know. But he would be the one I'd make the next argument for. It'd be Ty France, and then Julio, and then I hope Logan Gilbert gets some consideration from the coaching staff.